Hey, how's it going?
Going all right.
Only all right?
It's been a long day.
Okay, that's fair and balanced, actually, that it's been a long day.
I don't need them. I don't need any of them.
Uh-oh.
That's a problem.
That's,
As is the chapter title.
Heart Full of Fire. That sounds fine.
I'm done with all of them. I'm going out by myself to see Kelly, and no one can stop me. Can't use the excuse of going out with Lucy anymore. There's no way she'd let me without her supervision. Jeez, there's only one place I can leave my arm. Inside the lab. It's risky. One could find out what I'm doing at any point. I could be surprised if she didn't, but I don't care. I'm not letting her control me anymore. So I'm gonna do whatever I want. Not even Lucy is here to stop me. At least for a while. I do still need to watch my battery, but whatever. I've got plenty of time. First things first, I gotta tell Kelly about what happened. I gotta tell them. I step in front of the huge windows to the cafe and... Oh no, not again. It's packed. Even more than yesterday. Press my face against the glass to get a better look inside. I see Karina up front talking to a bunch of people in a long line. And a few other people working I haven't seen before. Is this what they call the weekend rush? Where's Kelly? They must be in the kitchen or... Oh wait, there they are. They're holding a big tub of dirty dishes. Must be as soon as I notice them. Go a little wide-eyed for a second, look around the room, and wash it to the back with their tub. They're busy, so I shouldn't bother them, I guess. Or should I wait until everyone leaves? How long will that take? I don't have forever. Think about my few options for a few minutes when the front door opens. Out comes Kelly, who looks over at me.
Hey, if I had known that we were going to be in a lot of conversations with one another, I probably would have had someone else voice me, but you know what? This is what we got now. This is what we're committed to. I just have to switch back and forth between this and this at a moment's notice. Good God. Hey.
Oh, hi? He hesitates as they walk toward me. I can come back another time if you're busy.
Don't worry about that. Took my break a little early. Making deal for a while. Is everything okay?
Oh, well.
Here.
They drop down to the sidewalk's curb and pat the spot next to them.
You don't have to get into it. Just sit in for a bit, all right?
Right.
Look at this lovely-ass CG.
What's a CG?
Oh, you can't see them?
They lean back on their hand and look up at the sky with their usual bored expression. I shut my eyes, not sure what else to do. I made my decision. I want them to teach me how to bake. I want to learn how to make cute things. I could even sell them. I could finally prove to one that I'm capable of something. Anything. I'm here to tell them that. I want to tell them a lot of things. I want to tell them who I am and how I was made, about my whole situation. I wanted to tell Lucy too, but it's forbidden. This is our most precious secret. I complain about secrecy, but I can understand that much. Still, I really ruined things with Lucy. By lying to her, I said a lot of really nasty things. I don't want to ruin things with Kelly, too.
Hey.
Huh?
Sorry if this sucks to ask. You don't have to answer anything, but, what should I call you?
What should you call me? I don't have an answer to give them. I wasn't given a name, just a unit number. I don't have a name.
Oh.
When people call me isn't a name, it's just an AD number. I don't have a real name.
Gotcha. Sorry for prying.
It's okay, I know it's weird. Humans have a name, right? But all I have is,
Nah, it ain't weird. I was given a name, sure, but it was never really my name. Just what you said, a label someone else gave me.
Kelly isn't your...
No, I chose that name for myself a couple years ago. Right around the time I found my, gravity beam pistol. What was it called again? What?
Fuck, I forget.
I keep forgetting everything. It's cool as hell, and I can't remember the name of it. Nah, I chose it for myself a couple years ago.
Oh, you too?
Yep. Lucy tell you, we both chose our names around the same time. Bothered us most of our lives till then for various reasons. If you want my advice, you should just choose one for yourself.
Holy shit, you can do that? I stare at the street, getting lost in the idea. How in the world are you supposed to choose a name for yourself? There are so many.
There's no rush, except for the late, great Neil Peart. You can think about it as long as you need.
Oh, right.
Lucy was a big help in figuring mine out. Maybe she can help you too.
Oh, sure.
And they turned to look at me.
They turned to look at me when they noticed the change in my voice. Kinda hoping Lucy wouldn't come up at all, but they shut their eyes and don't ask.
Yep.
Not supposed to be here. I'll get in a lot of trouble if my, big sister finds out. Makes me stay at home because of my health, I guess, but I don't know what's actually wrong with me or why it's dangerous. I mean, Lucy lies so I could visit you over and over, and I wanted to learn more about the stuff that you make and what you do at a cafe. I'd never been to one before, and
It's not really anything special, you know. This place is especially pretty shitty. I just put way too much of myself into it, more than it really deserves.
you a manager or something?
In all but name and benefits. I'm looking for another job because I'm sick of this shithole. Nothing's come up yet, though.
Well, even if it's a shithole, I still think it's cool. Because it's your shithole.
Thanks.
They leaned forward, seeming to chew on something for a moment. Despite my anxiousness to get the conversation moving again, I let them think for a while.
So I ran away from home about a dozen or so times when I was growing up.
Really?
My parents were control freaks. Anything I did or said that was out of line from what they wanted or expected was a problem that needed fixing. So I acted out and made them angry as much as I could. Like maybe I'd finally break them, you know, and they leave me to do what I want, but never happened. It involved a lot of disappearing and not telling them whenever my body could handle it.
Your body?
First time I was probably about 8. Barely remember what it was about. Could have been something serious. It could have been something stupid. It felt huge at the time. Ran into the woods behind our apartment. They weren't big, but I got lost quickly. It was late, so it got dark soon after. It was the first time I was all alone. Felt like anything could happen. And it was amazing. They eventually found me. Called the cops, and they went looking with flashlights. I got scolded. Told how badly I could have been hurt, that everyone was so worried about me, and that I wasted these nice police officers' time. None of it changed my mind. It was the most excitement I'd ever felt. They couldn't stop me from doing it again, no matter how hard they tried. They turned to me
They turned to me briefly and seemed to get a little embarrassed when they realized I've been staring at them this whole time.
Sorry. I don't know where that came from. Didn't mean to go all on about nothing. All I want to say is that you should do what you want.
What I want? What is it that I want? Just to rebel against 01? To be free to leave, to travel, or to be useful?
But I do need to get back to work. I can't afford to lose this job, and the boss has been breathing down my neck lately.
They stand up and stretch out their back. I get up too, brushing off my skirt.
Your sister sounds like an asshole. Don't let her tell you what to do. Only trust the ones who will support your own choices, not make them for you.
Okay. Surprising even myself.
Oh, that's a killy face.
I suddenly reach out and grab their hands. I hold them up and speak my mind. I want to learn how to bake, and make coffee, and run a cafe.
Yeah, that'll be tough, you know.
Maybe, but...
I could teach you some stuff. I'm not an expert or nothing, but there's a few things I could help with.
Okay. I'm gonna put together a plan. When it's ready, I'll definitely tell you about it.
All right, yeah, I'd like that. Get back at me when you figure something out. I want to hear it.
Right on. Yo, Killy, we're dying in here. Karina smacks herself against the window from inside, making a terrible face at us. And Killy sighs loudly.
Come on, I just cleaned those windows this morning. Ugh, well, back into hell I go. Talk to you soon again, all right?
Yeah. Thank you so much. After nodding silently and thanks, they step back inside. I turn around and start walking slowly back home. And then I take a hydration break at Hydration Nation. This was the most I've ever talked to Killy on my own. I didn't know about their parents. Guess even humans have problems like mine. I wonder if Lucy has anything like that. Oh, Lucy, Kelly told me to ask her about names. She did tell me a little bit about hers before. Honestly, I'm still mad at her. I know I fucked up, but she wasn't being fair. It hurt to hear her turn on me like that, but she was the first human I ever met. The only one who wasn't the same as me. Despite all the trouble, she kept trying to keep me from getting lonely. Always use her lunch breaks to keep me company and involve me in the shop, and I don't know what to think. Huh? Turn my eyes towards the corner of a building and notice a cat meowing into the alley. Do cats live outside too? Oh, they'd only be indoors. That's where cats go. Oh wait, this is my first time seeing the cat in real life. Tiptoe over and crouch down to get closer to it, but it doesn't seem to notice me. Maybe that's for the best, since it may run away if it does. It's so fluffy. Oh, it has a collar though, so maybe it's someone's outdoor cat? Just have to think about calling out to it.
Shoo.
Huh? I just heard a voice. The cat continues meowing into the alley.
Please go away.
Who is... Peek around the corner to the darkness of the alleyway. And there, crouched in the corner, hugging her knees and pleading with this cat is... Motherfucker! O2? As she stammers, she trips over herself trying to get up, but even with that, she slips away before I can snap out of my stupor and grab her. I chase after her as soon as I come to my senses, and it's not long before I realize she's heading back home. Hey! Stop! I shout after her as she runs. Neither of us is particularly fast, but might have a slight edge on her, so if I can just... If she gets there first, then she's gonna... It's a short run, so I don't have enough time to catch up. She rushes through the door before I can get to her. When I walk through the door, O2 is speaking with O1. Can't have been more than 15 seconds, but she's already... She glances at me over her shoulder for just a second, before turning towards the corner of the room. O1 looks straight at me with her usual blank gaze.
And a new shirt.
O1,
I found a new shirt. I'm thinking about trying stripes. Do they flatter my figure? Welcome home, Unit 03.
Hey?
I heard that you went out today. Is this true? Where did you go? Was it the cafe Lucy's roommate works at?
Look, I can't explain, it's just...
Would you mind showing me your arm? Your left arm.
Do I have to? I rolled my left sleeve, revealing just enough of the arm I swapped out for my real one. She shuts her eyes and inhales. Listen, it's not what you think. I didn't...
That's not what...
Look, just listen to me for a second, please.
All right. Say what you have to say.
I had an idea about what to do for the store. I want to turn this place into a cafe.
A cafe?
Yeah, where they sell coffee and big treats and people can sit down and enjoy the atmosphere for whatever they want to do. I really want to do this. We can use it to pay our bills and stay afloat, and Lucy can help, and... So... What do you think?
Is that why you left without permission?
Yeah. That's right.
Return to the lab.
What?
I will come down shortly to take a closer look at you. You are not to leave the basement. Not until I say you may.
But... Are you even listening to me? This could be really good for us.
You know nothing about coffee, or pastries, or running a business for that matter.
I've been doing lots of research.
That doesn't matter. You still lack the most basic requirement for preparing food and drink. The ability to consume or even taste what you are making. Without that, I doubt we would meet with any success.
That's not fair. Who are you to say I couldn't get it right?
I am just saying it would be difficult.
Bullshit! Give me a better plan then. Have you come up with anything better?
See the temperature rising?
Yup.
This is not up for debate right now.
Okay, but fucking... Why am I not even allowed to go visit?
Because I cannot allow you.
And why not?
Because I can't.
And why can't you?
Because I just can't.
At my wits' end, in one last act of desperation, I turned towards O2 for some kind of help. She hasn't looked at me once since I came inside. She's hiding behind O1's back, shoulders hunched up high so I can't even see the side of her face. O1's expression returns to the default. Completely fucking empty. She never looks me in the eye with anything else. You are so fucking pathetic. Fine. Whatever.
O3,
Whatever! You made your stance perfectly fucking clear. Shows me for trying to give a shit. I stormed past her, past O2 to the basement door. I opened it and moved my leg to start stomping downstairs, but stopped myself for just one more second. You coward.
Interesting. The door echoes into the lobby until it falls into complete silence.
It's been a while since we've had a narrator from nowhere.
O1, now letting her features falter, stares at the clean tile of the floor. Her voice remains steady as ever.
Please go make sure she doesn't hurt herself.
Okay. O2, previously frozen stiff, slinks through the basement door without another word. Just as soon as she goes, comes another voice. Miss Unit 01, your motor functions seem unstable. You're shaking.
Yes, I suppose I am. It will be fine.
Understood.
How is Unit 03's temperature right now?
She is overheating quite rapidly, miss. She is still just below the danger zone, but if this continues, there will be damage done.
Please make sure that she powers down soon.
Miss, I would advise you to deal with this matter yourself before...
Violet.
As you wish, I will take care of it.
Thank you.
Please excuse me. Violet blinks out of existence. O1's eyes, having nowhere else to fall, gaze upward to the fluorescent lighting above her. Without so much as squinting, she stares into the light, her expression slowly turning to stone once more.
I want to tell you.
She almost said in desperation. But the only words that could follow would have been,
I just don't think you could handle the answer.
whether she was correct to hold her tongue or if she should have come clean. Neither option would have soothed Unit 03's pain. But ought pain not run its course? Interesting.
Interesting.
A killy chapter.
It's not till much later that night that I finally make it home. Today was ridiculous. I didn't even get our usual lull between the afternoon and evening, so I ended up staying a few hours extra before they would let me go. It's not surprising at this point. I've only worked there a few months, but the busy days are always like this. Complete fucking misery. I'd really like another job, but I don't think that's in the cards right now. I just have to ride this out for a while. I can't afford to lose the stable income. Anyway, I'm back home, and tomorrow's my day off. I don't need to think about it right now. I slip my shoes off in the entryway, but leave my jacket on for now. It's pretty cold in here. It's quiet. Today's Lucy's days off, so she's probably home, unless she went out somewhere. I turn around toward the entrance again, and I notice her shoes, so she is definitely here. Glance down the hallway toward her bedroom door, which is shut. She's probably resting, maybe even taking a nap. I should leave her alone. I turn toward the kitchen and open up the fridge. My blood sugar's running pretty low. I didn't get many chances to take care of it at work today, so I am feeling pretty shitty. My eyes start to glaze over as I look at all the things we have. Any meal idea I come up with only gets halfway there before I lose interest and look for something else. Ugh. There's still time before bed. I'll figure something out in a little while. I hop onto the couch, spread my legs out lengthwise, and start scrolling through my phone to decompress. Stop thinking about things. But my mind keeps wandering towards that girl. Lucy's coworker, the one without a name. I don't know what it is, but I can tell she is interested in me somehow. I guess she told me today that she wanted me to teach her to bake. Kind of like that idea. Makes a little bit more sense why Lucy is so worried about her now that I've met her myself. She's very, earnest, I guess. Very straightforward about what she wants. It's honestly kind of refreshing. But what am I thinking? I hardly know her. For now, all I know is that she wants my help with something. And I want to give it to her if I can, but against all better judgment... Ugh. Lucy seemed upset when she came home yesterday. Or rather, she looked like all of her blood had been sucked out. She was a zombie. I talked to her a little bit, but she didn't tell me what happened. Not that I asked more than once. When she and her coworker visited me earlier in the day, she seemed sort of out of it too, but not nearly as much. And then for that girl to show up at my work today, alone, seeming lost, something must have happened.
I was going to say, there has to be someone in this story with at least a crumb of emotional intelligence, or else everyone is going to die.
I mean, to be fair, it's often easy to know what to do and harder to make it happen, right? We've all been there.
It's just, all right, hello, cafe bystander Killy. It's now your job to...
Right. Here's a pro tip. If you're ever feeling emotionally overwhelmed by something, 85% of the time, the answer is going to be just fucking talk about it. Talk to them about it. It's not to say it solves every problem, and it's not to say it'll be easy to do, but about 85% of the time, the answer is just talk to them about it.
The other 15% of the time, the answer is to have a snack and take a nap.
Oh, that also helps. Yeah, have a snack, take a nap, take a shower. That's a good one. Basically, anything that just kind of like emotionally decompresses and resets you so you can think about it with like a clearer head, right? It's not to say that what you're thinking when you're in an emotionally charged state is wrong, but just that when you're very emotionally charged like that, you only tend to see like one version of events. It can be hard to kind of step out and analyze the situation from other angles, and you could often miss some other things that you could be doing. Anyway, that's some tips and tricks.
Emotional regulation advice hour.
Apparently. I close my phone and look up to the ceiling with a sigh. God damn it, what am I doing?
Miss Unit 03. Miss Unit 03.
Hold on, I'm taking my hydration break.
Miss Unit 03.
Violet's voice calls out to me over and over again. The same soft, high-pitched voice she always has.
Her voice is high-pitched?
Apparently.
I always imagined her as being like a very kind of about where I've got O1's voice almost. I imagine O1 is a little bit lower than what I... somewhere around here.
I lay underneath the shade of the big tree in VTN's field map. Same one I always use.
VTN. It's going to be connected to that same company. The same company that Nova has the business card for, created the digital media that they're all... medium that they're all using to communicate. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
Medium in the other sense.
My eyes are shut, my eyes are folded behind my head, and I'm trying to relax and calm myself down.
Miss Unit 03.
But she's making it very, very difficult. My grimace deepens each time she calls me that name. Does she think she'll wear me down if she keeps going? Then I'll give up and finally respond? Well, she's right. She's fucking worn me down. What?
Hello.
I can't stay mad at you for some reason.
Can I do anything for you, Miss Unit 03? You seem to be in poor spirits.
I'm fine.
You cannot lie to me, Miss Unit 03.
Oh no, Violet can see the red and blue text.
You're supposed to pretend you believe me and buzz off.
I see. I apologize, Miss Unit 03.
Can you do me a huge favor and stop calling me that?
Certainly, Miss Unit 03. What shall I call you instead?
Your Highness.
Very well, Your Highness.
Oh, hey, that worked.
May I do anything else for you? Shall I pull up a canary video? She released Building a Graveyard to Bury the Evidence. Pebblecraft number 53, just 56 minutes ago.
Oh, did she finally tell everyone what her favorite animal is? Well, maybe later. I'm not in the mood. Could you just leave me alone for now?
I cannot. Unit 01 instructed me to keep watch over you and to make sure you don't get too upset. Unfortunately, her commands supersede yours, so I'm here to stay.
Ugh. I roll over on my side and shut my eyes again. Can you at least be quiet? If I take a nap, I promise I won't be upset at all. In fact, I'll be the most peaceful you could possibly imagine.
Very well. Please inform me if I may assist you in any way.
I'm upset that the name title didn't change to Your Highness, but then I guess that makes sense because it's not really her name.
Yeah.
And she knows that.
Sure. I can tell she doesn't stop watching me, but she at least goes quiet, finally. Fuck you, 01. Putting me under surveillance like this? Our little checkup went about as well as you could imagine. She could tell I'd been overheating again. She noticed it before, but thought it was because of some new place I went, not the same one. So now she's really convinced that Elder Street is a bad place for me. She didn't say it, but...
Oh.
I doubt that'll help my chances of getting her to come around on starting my own cafe. Of everything else, there's that thing that pisses me off the most. Where does she get off? My life is dependent on whatever she feels is suitable to make money. What if that doesn't work? Shouldn't I be able to try something for myself? She just shot me down again and again. At some point, I just lost the energy to fight her. She's even more stubborn than I am. Pisses me off.
Hey, little Timmy, why do you watch APR videos?
I watch so that way I can hear the slurp sounds whenever SK drinks coffee.
This one's for you, Timmy.
I watch so I can hear long segments where Vivian doesn't talk at all.
It really is kind of luck of the draw, though.
Oh, yeah.
That, and just because of, like, how we know each other, like, I tend to gravitate towards the longer-winded parts, because I know that you have a harder time keeping that up for longer.
Yeah.
Right, like there is a lot of, after doing this for, what, 6 years? Too
Wow.
long. Too long, right? We kind of developed some understandings with one another. And we think it
Only
worked.
just now. Until 6 years of running a YouTube channel together, we were perfect strangers.
Yeah, exactly. How we got married together, that was really awkward.
I tried defending myself, tried arguing as much as I could, but none of it got through to her. Until my spirit was finally completely broken, and she sent me back to my pod to charge while she thinks about what to do. And now I'm grounded. And seriously, the words she used. Ugh. What am I supposed to do? I'm running out of options. Whatever. I am so fucking tired. Right now, all I want to do is stop thinking about any of this. Stop feeling upset or hopeful or anything. I just want to sleep.
Who's this going to be?
I don't know. It's not Violet, so maybe O2.
Yeah. 03?
God fucking shit, damn it, what?
I peaked the mic so badly there. I'm sorry.
I leap up from the grass with a yell, and 04 is staring back at me timidly. Whoops. Of course, it's the one person I didn't want to yell at. Oh, shit. Sorry, 04. You started me, and I didn't know it was you, and... Ugh, I should have guessed. A few feet behind them, 02 is standing awkwardly, not saying anything. She's looking off into the distance, fidgeting nervously. It's obvious she's waiting for me to look away so she can watch me.
Not many can detect my presence. It's only natural you'd be surprised.
Right. I'll keep training, so you better watch out. Anyway, what's up? You need me?
I thought it would be prudent to exchange some of these greetings the mortals seem so fond of. And, I heard something happen, so
I'm sorry, 04. I'm all fine, don't worry about me.
My apologies for underestimating you.
I smile weakly at them. It can be a little hard to pick apart their meaning, but they really are a huge sweetie. Even though through the metaphors, they are way more sincere than some people I could name.
God, really does have the Ho and Kyoma vibe, huh? Using like the whole bluster and over-the-top persona to hide a really true and deep, sincere concern for those around him.
I don't really get why 04 likes hanging out with 02 so much. The only thing they have in common is watching anime. She isn't filling their head with garbage.
Then perhaps if your life force yet flows through you, would you like to come watch more of Malpractice? 2 exclamation points with us? O2 brought it up, and I didn't want to continue without you.
That's right, I almost forgot. You started that show forever ago. Kinda assumed you kept going without me, honestly.
Oh, I could never leave you behind.
You're so sweet, you know that? I'm sorry, I don't think I can right now. One grounded me, so I shouldn't push my luck. Violet's here watching me.
Hello.
Oh! Grounded? Did you invoke O1's wrath somehow?
Yeah, well, I guess. I don't know. Frankly, it's bullshit if you ask me, but there's nothing I can do about it, so...
It's your own fault.
Do you do this on purpose?
Kind of.
Like, honestly, do you want me to get it? You could have just said nothing here. You could have said, but you forcefully inserted yourself into the situation, and by doing so, all but ensured that I would have to react to it. Is this what you want? Is it? I'm asking you a direct question. Is this what you want?
My motivations are unclear even to myself.
As soon as I start criticizing 01, that gloomy rat speaks up. Right on cue. Huh? Was that? Did I hear a noise? 04, did you hear anything?
I feel distinctly uncomfortable being caught in the middle of this.
She's been very clear with you about the rules, and even so, she's been very lenient. You kept pushing things. It's your own fault.
Oh! 02, that annoying buzzing sound was you? You really gotta speak up. Anyway, what? Do you want to repeat that? Were you saying something? Come on. If you want to say something, spit it out. You were so silent a couple hours ago. I really want to hear what you have to say. Maybe this time it'll be something that isn't ratting me the fuck out.
It's for your own...
Shut up! Now you're just parroting what she says. I feel something's building up inside of my chest. And before I know it, my voice starts getting louder. Whoever made us must have really fucking phoned it in when they thought of you. Unless their goal was to make stuck-up little snitch, then they knocked it out of the goddamn park. At the very least, the second model is annoying in a totally different way from the first. Bravo for that. But you know, for as much as 01 pisses me off, at least she's trying to do something. She's arrogant and stubborn and controlling, but she has goals. She knows what she has to do, and she is trying to do it. But what about you? What are you trying to accomplish? Where do you get off telling me what to do? Pretending like you care about my safety? That's fucking if. That's what 01's supposed to do. What are you supposed to do, huh? Are you so desperate to forget about how worthless you are that you have to leech off of her? Well, guess what? We're both worthless. Nothing either of us does matters at all. So why are you always on my case?
03, I
just barely hear 04 call out to me, but it's too late. But I'm trying to break free of that. I am so fucking sick of being a liability, of not being even allowed to try. I can't do it because I'm sick or whatever, but you can do whatever you want. 01 didn't say shit about you going out on your own, did she? You can rust down here for the rest of your life if you want, but don't drag me down to your level, alright? I am not like you.
That's not why...
Then why were you spying on me, huh? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never seen you leave the lab except for that. Is knocking me down the only thing that gets you out of bed? Is that fun? Does it get you off? Of course, you don't do anything unless it's to fuck me over, so I guess it's not really that surprising. Still, I'd just love to hear how you managed it. Here I thought I was being so clever, but apparently I screwed up somewhere like the junk heap I am, so please, enlighten me. What tipped you off? Did I smell like the outside? That couldn't be it since we can't smell. Maybe I slipped up and said something wrong. No, I don't think it's that either, because you never talk to me. All right, it must be because you're a paranoid bitch, watching my every move, just waiting for me to do something bad so you could tell 01 and get more affection points with her or whatever. Am I right? Is that what this is? If I'm wrong, please fucking elaborate.
The human told me.
After a long silence, she murmurs. What?
I heard your plan from her. Lucy.
Is that a lie? I don't think Lucy told 02, right? She was very clear about, like, she wasn't going to help her do it anymore, but it didn't sound like she was going to snitch her out either. It's been a bit since we recorded the last episode, so if I'm wrong, let me know, but I'm in the comments. But I'm pretty sure Lucy clearly delineated it as, I can't knowingly do this anymore, but also not going out of her way, right?
Mm-hmm. I didn't spy. I wasn't. Your Highness, I apologize, but I must interject. Miss Unit 01 asked me to make sure you remained calm.
Right, I slowly sit back down underneath the tree and staring into the middle distance. Lucy? Lucy told you.
Are you,
Come on, 04. We should leave her.
I'm trying to remember if Lucy actually did that, and I don't think she did. I think O2 is...
I just keep staring. They leave before I notice it. Not even Violet is speaking to me anymore. Lucy said she would tell O1 if I kept doing it, but she did that already? And she told O2 instead? Why? Why would Lucy do that? I feel something hot beginning to well up in my eyes. A familiar feeling of something about to burst forth. Knowing that I'm about to lose control over my emotions and... Quickly, I lift my sleeve up to wipe away whatever tears have started forming. Why did I manually refill my tear ducts? Ugh! But as I pull it away, a wet spot remains. Right, this is a virtual world, isn't it? This isn't my body, so I can't actually cry.
That's all good and normal.
And then the building detonates.
Bad end.
Sunday morning. It's just a little bit past noon.
Ugh.
From underneath my blanket, I reach over to set my phone down on my bedside table. My face goes right into my pillow.
I like how both calming and ominous this track is on the OST. It's a very good mix.
I've been awake for about 2 hours now. It's the second time since I got this job that I've slept in past 8. The first was yesterday. I haven't really done much but sleep this weekend. A cool breeze floats across the back of my head, and I turn to face the open window. The smell of fresh rain from last night. One of many new things I've discovered since moving here. It's nice. I've listened to cars drive down the road directly outside my window for a while now. Once or twice, some sirens have sped through. People walk by, most of them silent, but some of them chatting with each other. I'm not good at tuning out words when I hear them, so I hear bits and pieces of all kinds of conversations. I shut my eyes tight as I let these sensations envelop me, trying to imagine the lives of everybody who passes by my window. If someone seems to be cheerful, I imagine the ways they might be hurting. If someone is yelling into their phone, I imagine the nice conversations those two must have had in the past. For each silent step of footsteps, I imagine a voice speaking to me. Time has slipped away from me while I've done this. Not just today, but yesterday as well. Laying in bed, hardly moving, focusing on things I can't see beyond my window curtains. The first thought I had upon waking up was how hungry I was. I had a light, early dinner last night. Killy brought it in for me. The bowl is still sitting dirty on my desk. I knew I needed to get food as soon as I woke up, so how have over 2 hours passed without me doing it? My stomach growls again, and I roll over to face my bedroom door. On the other side, I occasionally hear Killy moving about. The bathroom door opening and closing, the kitchen sink running in small bursts. Every part of their normal routine goes on, as if they lived alone, as if I weren't here at all. But that's not true. I am here, and I know that they're worrying about me. That's why it's even harder to leave my room, to see them and know they've been thinking about me. Not just them, I'm failing myself by not eating too. It's nobody's fault but my own that I'm this hungry, and yet I haven't been able to do anything about it. It's painful. And this is how it used to be. Living with my parents, locked in my room as long as I could be, hoping to be forgotten about, left alone. But Killy's not like them. I shouldn't be feeling this way about them. It's not fair. I thought I ran away from them to get past this, to stop being such a child and take care of myself, to become the sort of person with the strength to cook herself breakfast in the morning. But one argument with a new friend, and I'm reduced to this for an entire weekend. It's just pathetic. I really am hungry, though. More time passes. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10, maybe 30. I don't check to confirm it. But I finally pull the blanket off myself and close the window. I should change into regular clothes or else I'll end up right back in bed. I take the few extra minutes to dress myself and turn toward the dirty bowl on my desk. These will pile up if I let one slide. I pick it up before timidly opening my door and stepping into the living room, quiet as I can be. When I peek around the corner, I see Killy on the couch, facing away from me and typing on their laptop. They don't seem to notice me, but they probably wouldn't turn to me even if they did, so I'm just going to pretend they definitely don't. I walk into the kitchen and set the bowl in the sink. It's completely empty otherwise. Killy must have done the bit that was in here this morning. I reach over to turn the water on and start scrubbing the bowl clean with dish soap and a sponge. Slowly, but it happens. The dishwasher's broken, so I make extra sure it's entirely clean before setting it on the drying towel. Finally, I open the fridge. Slowly to not make too much noise. Even if I don't have the energy to prepare food myself, if there's anything small I could snack on, that'd be a good place to start. Just as I'm about to settle on eating a plain tortilla, oh my god, I feel seen, I notice something new in the fridge. A small Tupperware near the bottom with something inside. It's still a little warm even. I turn around to look back at Killy, who just barely catches my eyes with theirs. They go back to looking at their laptop.
I made too much. Help yourself.
I stare into the fridge for a moment longer before finally pulling it out. Put it into a bowl, set it in the microwave for a little bit, and take it with me to the couch. I sit down opposite Killy, staring at the blank TV. They keep doing things on their laptop as I start eating. Honestly, I'm thankful for the quiet. More time passes like this. I take my time getting the food down, feeling the warmth fill my stomach and reach the rest of my body. I set the empty bowl on a nearby counter and hug my knees on the couch. Good morning.
Morning. How'd you sleep?
Okay, I guess. I slept in a lot.
It's the weekend. No need to force yourself.
Right. It's all I've been doing, really.
Uh-huh. Any plans today?
No.
Just take it easy for as long as you need to, eh?
They don't even know why I'm acting this way. Still, they've been taking it seriously. That's why they're so great.
Gotta get your energy back for when you need it tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow? Tomorrow is Monday. That means I'm supposed to go back to work. I'm supposed to go back in and clean up the basement where she lives.
It's okay, O1. I found a new place where we can live rent-free.
Is it in Lucy's head?
Yeah! How'd you know?
I'm here to give you a warning, so please listen closely, all right? What you are doing with her, what you are doing with all of them, is dangerous. Dangerous to her, dangerous to the rest, dangerous to you, and dangerous to anyone else that you're close with. The four of them, units 01, 02, 03, and 04, they have not been entirely honest with you, have they? The secret that they protect, the secret that defines their entire existence, you still do not know, do you? If it is something you truly wish to know, then by all means, seek out the answer. One way or another, you're sure to find out. If all else fails, I'll even tell you myself. But are you positive that you want to know? Do you really want me to tell you here and now? I'm telling you there is more to this than you realize. More than you're capable of realizing. So you need to make the decision for yourself, whether you'll continue down this path or walk away from it all.
That guy, Nova, he knows their secret. He knows what they're hiding. He claims to know more about them than even they do. I want to dismiss it all, but can I really do that? Honestly? Just tell me the truth.
I can't.
Why not?
Because there isn't any secret. I have no idea what you're talking about. Everything's controlled by her. The times I'm allowed to wake up, the places I'm allowed to go, the people I'm allowed to hang out with, the things I'm allowed to do. This was my way out. You were the only one who listened to me, who told me the truth, who promised that you'd help me. So what the fuck else am I supposed to do, Lucy? Just die? Because she won't even let me do that.
I let her down. Because I'm a coward. No, it's all unreasonable. She wants honesty, but she can't tell me this? No, it's not her fault. I don't know what she's going through. I don't know what any of them are really going through. You don't understand anything. Nothing about 03, nothing about 01, nothing about any of us. You may have gotten 01 to trust you, but I won't fall for it. I don't know what it is you're trying to do, but it needs to stop before you get her or anyone else hurt. Stop trying to interfere in our lives. Stop acting like you have any place here. You're making everything so much harder. The only reason I don't do something about you myself is because 01 wouldn't allow it. I'm the outsider. I'm the one being unreasonable. I'm the one getting scared, being a coward. For myself and for Killy. I can't let Killy get wrapped up in this. Maybe if it were just me, but not them. None of this makes sense. None of this makes any sense. I know they're hiding things from me. I wanted to accept that. I didn't want to overreach. But it's putting me in danger? It's putting Killy in danger? Am I really risking so much just by being their friend? Why couldn't I have made normal friends? Why is it so hard to have a normal life? Is it my fault? Did I do something wrong? What should I do? My feelings don't matter. I'm pitting Killy against them. I can't choose anyone over Killy after all we've been through, but would Killy be so bad off without me? Wouldn't they be better off? I've never been as good a friend to them as they are to me. They've been through enough. They don't need me complicating their life further. They don't need me. They don't need me. They don't need me. They don't need me. They...
Lucy.
Huh? My eyes snap into focus. The living room reappears around me. Killy is back to sitting next to me on the couch. I can see them move their mouth like they wanted to say more, but when I look back at them, they hesitate. Sorry, I look away from them, feeling shameful for whatever expression I'm making right now. It's hard to even imagine what it's like. My eyes fall toward the kitchen and inevitably to the whiteboard hanging on the fridge. It's still what she drew before, that little croissant. She really likes those pastries, huh? Even though she normally hates food or however she feels. I wonder why she really kept wanting to go back there. Did she really want to be there with me, or was I just a means to an end? I shut my eyes again. I can feel Killy's weight on the other side of the couch, sitting there silently. There's a space between us that feels a mile long, as neither of us says anything for some time. It's obvious that if I don't say something, it's going to go on for the rest of the night. Both of us sitting here anxiously. But what am I supposed to say? I can't talk about any of this. I can't...
If something is wrong, you can talk to me, you know?
It's nothing, just some stuff at work.
Is this job really worth all of this?
I turn to them and they're looking right into my eyes. It's almost painful, but I don't turn away.
You have been really stressed out lately. And, I mean, it doesn't seem like normal job bullshit. I just want you to know that you don't have to force yourself.
I can't let you be the only one working again.
I've told you,
Stop. I know what you're going to say. I can't let you do that again. I had my grace period. We're in this together now.
Then I can help you find a new job. That's what you need.
I could run away, take Nova's advice, and just turn my back on it, on all of them. Leave them to their own problems, stop sticking my nose in, stop acting like I know what's best, stop making things worse. Would that be best? Is O2 right? Would everyone be better off if I walked away from it all? Would it really be better for O3 if I wasn't around? Would it be better for...
Hello. Sorry, that's...
Why are you sorry?
I don't mean to assume things. I just want you to have options. I don't know what's going on with y'all, but...
Thanks, Killy. It means a lot.
Sorry I don't have better advice.
Aren't I the one who's supposed to be apologizing too much?
Yeah, right. Guess I'm regressing a bit. Alright, hold on.
Well, so am I guess.
Hey, we promised, right? We'll both keep trying, but when it's hard, you can,
Yeah, I know. Thanks. It gets a little quiet between us, but not so much in a tense, anxious way like before. It's just awkward to bring up old stuff we said however many years ago. We don't really talk about it much anymore. The ways we used to be when we were younger. Our promise to become different people, better people, the people we'd always wanted to be. It's still there, in both our hearts. Sorry I've been out of it today. I just need some time to think.
Yeah, that sounds good. I don't work tonight, so want to go get something to eat? I was thinking we still haven't been to that Vietnamese place down the road.
Ah, yeah, that sounds nice. Let's do it.
Cool, sounds good. Pho night?
Looking forward to it.
Pho night?
A loud banging at the door interrupts me. Even Killy seems to jump a little bit at the sudden loud noise. The two of us look at each other. They get up to look through the peephole before I do. Who is it?
It's... your boss? What the fuck?
Huh?
Did she try to call you in today or something?
No, I don't think it's anything like that, but why would she be here? Another, even louder procession of knocks. Why is she knocking so aggressively? What's going on?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we know what's happened.
Yeah.
I'll cover for you if...
No, it's okay. I get up from the couch and go to answer the door. Killy steps aside.
I like how Killy is rightfully always suspicious about O1.
Yeah.
Like, I can't blame them. We know what O1 is like, but, like, I can't blame Killy for always being on guard.
I feel something terrible catch itself in my throat as I try to swallow, and all I can do is open the door. O1? What's up? Why are you...
Is Unit 03 here?
Huh?
Is Unit 03 with you?
No, she's not here. Why would she...
When was the last time that you saw her?
It was the last time I saw you on Friday. O1, did something happen? What's wrong? At this point, even Killy looks a little concerned. They stand next to me in the doorway, and I see O1 hesitate as she glances at them, but after collecting herself with a sharp breath, she continues.
She is missing.
Huh?
She disappeared today.
Did I... Is this my fault?
You can tell I'm serious because I'm back to jean jacket, denim. Oh. Whoops, I accidentally bested by the scroll wheel. Ah. Tips? Tips? Excellent. Tips and shards. Let's do it. Data shards. What's the new one we just got? Praise. Hold on, sister.
Is something wrong? O4 stops me just as I'm about to move us out of the field map to our room. I look past them to the tree on the hill, where O3's pressing her face into the dirt, presumably still crying. I'd really rather get out of here quickly.
Was that true?
Was what true?
About Lucy. Did she really?
She didn't.
I knew it.
She didn't say a single thing about it to me. I'm the one who came to her first, telling her what I already knew. It was a complete lie.
Ah.
Yeah, she told me. I just wanted to make sure she was doing okay, and...
I see. So O2 did approach Lucy, but bluffed her way into it, and... I see. Was it truly so bad?
Yeah, I mean... By O1's metrics, definitely. It couldn't keep going like that without hurting her.
I see. Then I suppose it's good that you notified O1 about it.
That's right. I had to do it.
Good work, O2.
Thank you. Yeah, that's right. I had to do it. She can't be allowed to keep hurting herself like this. It's best for everyone. If I put a stop to her, no matter how I have to do it. Right, Violet? I'm doing a good job, right?
Oof. Yeah, you're doing a good job, O2. Don't worry about it. Let's see, Killy.
Is that new?
Is this new? Yeah, a little bit. They've had a difficult life that they are reticent to open up about. But given the right set of ears, they will end up spilling more than they mean to. Lucy has been their best friend for most of their life. She will always be their number one priority. Likes Lucy and her orange-haired friend. Dislikes talking about the past. Hi, Karina. Hi, Violet. Unit 04 has not been kept in the loop, but can sense clearly that things are not right with the others. Though they wish there was something they could do to help, they have already resigned themselves to a life of irrelevance and cannot come up with an answer. Likes, time spent with family. Dislikes, O2 and O3's relationship. Nameless girl. Oh no. Is that different nameless? No, that's the nameless girl we got last chapter.
Yeah.
Though she wants desperately to prevent the changes happening around her, Unit 02 cannot take responsibility for her feelings. She'll do anything to push the blame off of herself, including lie. Likes, not addressing this. Dislikes everything she is feeling. What is O2's deal? I get wanting to lie to save yourself from having to deal with the consequences of your actions, right? But still. You, university.
That's the same as last time.
That's the same as last time. Well, how about we continue on and do a little bit more since this episode's a little short.
Okay.
And then all of you in the audience here today will get to look forward to some pasta.
They're getting pasta?
Anyone who's here in the audience. Which I think is just you and the Blahai.
Finally, we can feed my plushie. We invite O1 inside. Having a serious conversation like that through our doorway seemed kind of wrong. But even after entering and shutting the door behind her, she just stands in front of our door, not taking more than a single step into the living room. She explains everything that happened since I left work on Friday. Apparently O3 went to see Killy yesterday. They hadn't mentioned it at all. O2 caught her and told O1, which went about as well as you would expect, and then...
This morning, when I did my daily diagnostics on the three of them, she was still inside. I went upstairs to spend some time in the garage after that. After a few hours later, when I went back into the lab, she was gone. Are you sure you haven't seen her at all?
No, I haven't heard from her. She disappeared? She couldn't have. Did she run away? Killy, did she really come to see you yesterday? O1 and I turned to them for an answer. They only addressed me, seemingly avoiding O1 directly.
Yeah, she stopped by. We talked a little bit on my break.
Their face seems oddly tense. It's kind of weird they didn't say anything about this to me before. What did they talk about?
What did you say to her? Nothing important. She had some problems she needed to talk out, so I listened. I am asking you what you said to her. I'm telling you it's none of your business. If it was something she could come to you about, she would have done it. What? Nothing she said gave me any clue about where she might have gone, except that maybe she stopped by the cafe again. I wasn't there today, so I have no idea.
O1 makes an irritated face at me as if I'm supposed to back her up on this, but I'm not sure what to think. I really want to know what they talked about, too. It was after the fight we had on Friday. Did she talk to Killy about me? And more importantly, she already left the shop on her own once before. She could have done it again. Ugh, this can't be happening. Is this my fault? Did I drive her to this? If I hadn't chickened out and threatened to tell on her, I could have been there with her when she decided. At least she'd have someone with her. The pit in my stomach only grows deeper and deeper the more I think about it, but there's no time to dwell on it. We just have to find her.
Do you know where she might have gone?
I have no idea. All I can think of are the places she's already been, but what if she's not there?
No point worrying about that until we check them. I'll text Karina. She opened today, so if she stopped by, she might have seen her.
Good idea.
Lucy, come with me. I need you to show me the places that you went together.
Right, I can do that.
All right, let's move quickly. You, regardless of whatever Karina tells me, it's possible she's hanging around Elder Street waiting for me to come in or something. I'll go check it out while you two search elsewhere.
Killy.
Fine. I'll need to hear from this coworker of yours regardless.
Begrudgingly, the two of them put aside their distaste for one another to spread out and search for O3. Come to think of it, basically everybody in this game hates everybody else in this game by now. That's impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty good. There's a lot of hate going on.
After Killy sprints off, O1 turns to me.
There is one detail I didn't want to mention in front of them.
What is it?
This may sound strange, but all four of us are implanted with tracking chips.
Those things that she told me about forever ago. Ah, that's right. Does that mean you know where she is?
I thought I did. It sent out a distress signal about an hour ago, at the park you two visited before.
The park? Wait, a distress signal? That couldn't mean...
It could mean many things. It automatically sends a signal when she goes offline. I already checked the park for myself, but couldn't find anything. Would you come look with me? There may be something you notice that I don't.
Of course. Let's go.
Oh, she also pulled an Operation Garbage Bag?
Why is this happening? How could I let this happen?
It's not your fault, Lucy. Other people's actions aren't your responsibility.
I grab my sweater and jacket, and the two of us get in her car. She takes off driving immediately. So, where to first? I don't know what would be best.
Neither do I. I have already done some searching, and you probably know her feelings better than I do. So you should decide.
All right. Where to start then?
Start in the park.
Yep. The park. This place I used to go so often when I first moved here. I guess I've been doing it less and less since I got this job. That's part of the reason I was really excited to come here with her. I was really hoping it could be a regular thing with O1's permission. I thought it'd be a nice place for her to get away from all the problems at the shop, but now it brings an unsettling feeling to my stomach. It's the place where all this deceit first began. And even more, it's where we had our first fight just the other day. It still lingers in me. I still haven't stopped feeling a little dizzy from the entire encounter. I can't believe I really yelled at her like that, even if I felt I was right. Since when could I do something like that?
Lucy,
Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted.
I see that you are trying to coordinate today. It's fine, but we need to hurry.
You said this is where her signal went, Dad, right?
Yes, right over here.
She leads me towards a very familiar bench and trash can. The bench I've always sat on and the trash can she stuck her arm into. Without thinking of how it might appear, I peer into the garbage, trying to see if...
Lucy.
Huh? Oh, no, sorry, I'm just looking for...
I don't think she'll be in the garbage.
No, I know, I just... Never mind. I don't need to tell her specifically where she put her arm. I don't see any trace of her, but she must have come here, right?
That is right. She came here after stopping by the cafe.
After Killy wasn't there.
I wonder why.
I don't know if it was for any specific reason. If I had to guess, she was just looking for a place to clear her thoughts.
Or to cool down. Let's move on. Redo park? What had happened? We can redo the park.
No sign of her here.
Okay, okay, not worth redoing it this time. Streets. Time to get streets ahead.
We spend some time driving around the area. It's possible that she's still out there somewhere, wandering, or, not moving.
Do you think she's very familiar with this neighborhood now?
I'm not sure. Her sense of direction seems pretty average, I guess. I always lead her around. Do you think she could have gotten lost?
I don't think so. Based on her tracking data, she went straight from the shop to the cafe, and then straight to the park from there.
But after that?
I suppose it is possible. I do not know how far she would have made it, given her state.
Her state?
Kentucky.
Oh no.
Driving around without a goal isn't getting us anywhere. Let us search somewhere. I guess shots fired at Kentucky. I didn't really think about that before I said it, but I guess now that I've said it, though, I gotta commit to it, right?
Walking into the lobby feels so different now. The lights were left on when 01 left, and the heater is still on, but it feels emptier somehow.
I left in a hurry earlier, so I did not check the shop very thoroughly. Not that I expect she's hiding in this room.
There's a second story to this building, right? Could she be up there?
No, it has been locked off. Only I have the key.
All of the extra rooms that we were joking about earlier. There's just a whole extra building here.
Yep.
I see. I guess it's worth searching the other areas, right?
In the absence of any other ideas, yes, I suppose.
With the car parked on the side of the road outside, the two of us briefly stick our heads into the garage. Not riding any hopes on the idea that she's in here, but disappointed all the same to have our suspicions confirmed. Say, did she ever find out you ended up getting a car?
I did not specifically hide it from her, but I assume she would have made me aware if she knew about it.
Right. I can't imagine it would have helped whatever tensions were already there. The two of us descend the stairs to the basement. It seems unlikely that she would have just returned, but it's been a little while since 01 left to search for her, so if we're out of ideas, it's best to be prudent. What we weren't expecting, though... What happened here? The entrance area, which I had spent the last couple weeks organizing and tidying, has been completely torn apart. The papers that 01 and 02 had organized and stacked are scattered around everywhere, mostly the floor.
This wasn't like this when I left.
What? You don't mean...
I am positive that I locked up. Even if they broke the front door, nobody should have been able to enter the lab. I'm going to check on the others.
Before I can respond, 01 sprints toward the center of the basement where the pods lie. What in the world?
So, we know for certain there are no other exits, right? According to earlier stuff. So, she locked up. Do 02 and 04 have keys? Did we learn about that?
I don't know.
It's unlikely. If she locked up, So either this mess was caused by O2 and O4, or O3 is still in the basement, somewhere in the sprawling basement.
Was there some way for someone to sneak inside, or could one of the other two?
Or, hot take, Nova has a key and has had a key the whole time. Because it's his name on the building or something, right? This is all V-Tech, whatever. But I don't think Nova would be this.
Yeah.
Yeah. O3 stumbling around with power cord problems.
The danger that Nova was warning about. Somebody else that we don't know.
Stars. I don't know. Resident Evil villain of some kind.
Not knowing what else to do, I start looking through the papers that got messed up. Maybe there is some sort of clue here. As I expected from the first time I saw them, they're completely beyond my comprehension.
That is too far away for me to even make out a name here. Maxi?
I don't know.
This looks like actually it's legible enough. Like, this could go either way, right? And look at the symbol. We've seen that before, haven't we?
Have we?
I feel like we have. Is that the same flower symbol that's used on the switching personas screen?
I don't know. Many of them are extensive notes in some sort of chicken scratch handwriting. I can't make out the letters, let alone the content. It seems like some complicated science stuff, though. There are a few drawings of some mechanical-looking things, like diagrams and such. And there's a watermark of some kind of logo on a few of these pages. It looks sort of like a star.
Was that on the V-Tech business card?
I don't know. Where have I seen this before? And why was somebody tossing all these papers around? Were they looking for something? After a few minutes of anxious waiting, O1 returns. I stare at her dark expression in anticipation until she speaks quietly.
Unit 02 is missing. She left her tracking chip inside of her pod.
What? No! Even her? What in the world is happening? Wait, but what about O4?
They are all right. They told me that Unit 02 left on her own about an hour ago. They do not know more any more than that.
She left on her own?
It is possible she discovered that Unit 03 was missing. I said nothing about it to either of them, but if they were to look, it wouldn't be difficult to see that she was gone. Okay, so Unit 02 left, because Unit 02 gets a message from Nova. Nova comes down, quickly starts rifling through things to find whatever he needs. Can't lock up on his way out, but, doesn't need to. Whatever. But Unit 02 leaving would unlock the door. It is possible that she went looking for her as well, but to leave her chip behind, why would she do that if she was just looking for her?
I guess, given that she was grounded, it might make sense, but that is really weird.
Or O2 was looking for something she remembered seeing in the paper she was organizing to bring to Nova.
Does that mean she did this? Throw all these papers around?
I do not know. I do not know.
She didn't say anything to O4 before she left?
Nothing that gives me any clues. Just that she had to take care of something.
Oh, I should head back upstairs to get phone reception. Maybe Kelly has texted me.
That is right. Let us go.
The two of us hurry up the stairs, O1 double-checking the locks as the door is shut behind us. I got a text. It sounds like O3 went by Elder Street. Karina told her Killy wasn't working that day, so she left.
Anything else?
They're still looking, but they haven't found any trace of her.
Damn it.
She pounds her fist on the metal counter, and it makes a terrible noise. Enough to make it sound like she should have broken her hand. I wince as she clenches her teeth.
What am I supposed to do? Am I really so much of a failure that I can't even...
Hey. Nervously, I step up to her with one hand up, trying to offer some sort of support. It'll be okay. She's smart. She can take care of herself. We definitely need to find her, but we still have time.
I am not sure what to do.
I'm not sure that we do.
Oh, I am not sure that we do.
What do you mean?
I have talked briefly about her health issues.
You mean...
I cannot say with certainty that her body will withstand whatever she may be going through, no matter how innocuous it may seem. In the worst case, she is in a severe amount of danger. I wanted to keep them all safe, and yet...
We'll find her. She's tougher than you think.
She is not! She is exactly as tough as I think she is. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I know you're stressed out. I know there's more to this than I know. I just don't know what else I can say besides to be optimistic.
Baseless optimism is not going to get us anywhere.
Well then, what is? What can I do?
You do not understand. This is not something you can understand.
Well, I'm fucking trying to. What do you want from me? I don't understand a damn thing. Neither does she. You don't explain any of this to anyone. I've been trying so hard to help you both, to understand both of you, and what you're going through. I know there's nothing I can do, but that doesn't mean I'm just going to give up. I'm not going to stop trying. All I can do right now is have some faith in her and hope she's okay, because there's nothing else I can do for her. I know this is all way over my head, and there's way more going on here than I could probably ever understand. I've been staying quiet, not asking questions, just like you wanted. But how am I supposed to feel when something like this happens on my watch? You made her my responsibility. I wanted to protect her from danger just like you. But now so much weird shit is happening, and I don't know what any of it means, but I'm scared. I don't even know what to watch out for. She wanted to understand too, to take better care of herself so she could just help you. You left her with no choice but to find answers for herself. And now
watermark is very closely resembled to Lucy's hairpin with an extra.
And now that I've fucked up and she's in serious danger, I want to help, but I can't do anything. And you're just yelling at me for trying to stay hopeful despite that. So I can't even comfort you properly.
I am sorry. It is my fault. I know it is. The reason I haven't told her is selfish. I cannot bring myself to admit that I am this terrified of...
What is it? What's the truth, O1? What are you so afraid of?
Do you remember the conversation we had several weeks ago, after I caught you in the basement for the first time? The four of us are indeed protecting a grave secret, one which could spell our deaths if it got out.
Right.
I am tired of lying to you. You have helped me through so much in such a short amount of time, and I am going to tell you, Lucy. I want to tell you our secret. I am willing to stake my life on it.
She walks past me toward the door and windows. She pulls down the blinds to the window and shutters the door. I had no idea you could even do that. No more light is coming from the outside, which also means nobody can see us. She turns back to me with a serious, hesitant expression. Her eyes are turned downward, seeming to still be thinking about actually doing this. I always say that you don't have to tell me anything you don't want to, but I really want to know this. You can trust me, O1. I want to know about you all. I don't want to run away from this. She nods.
I am going to show you.
She moves her hand to start unbuttoning her shirt. The atmosphere is such that it doesn't even occur to me to react like I normally might. I just watch, in earnest, as she unbuttons her work shirt. She pulls it off, revealing a white undershirt. She lifts her arms to pull that off as well. And what's left is something that I don't know how to interpret immediately. Her chest, her body is covered in metal.
Yes, they gave me these abs from the get-go. No, I don't have to work for them. No, it isn't fair, but yes, I am going to rock it.
They didn't have to give a robot ripped abs, but they realized the benefits that this might have psychologically.
Psychologically,
in,
yes.
In
yes,
a robot
yes, yes.
adjusting to being conscious and being different from all other conscious beings and so on, you might as well have rockin' abs. One thing to look forward to, one thing to feel good about.
I know. You could grate cheese on them. Did you read this line?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. No, in this light, I can see clearly. Her body is.
This is what we are, Lucy. The four of us are the results of a recent groundbreaking breakthrough in robotics. We were built as experiments. We are androids.
Androids? So you were never human? You were built from the start as...
That is right. We are fully robotic.
Huh. Her ventilation.
Oh yeah, she's got ventilation on her hips. Oh, that's nice.
I can barely believe what I'm looking at, or I suppose it's more accurate to say, I struggle to connect the words I'm hearing to the sight that I'm seeing. I don't know what comes over me, I just can't help myself. As if in a trance, I take a few steps forward and reach out to her. I touch her body. I run my hand down the center of her chest, still not fully believing what I'm seeing. And yet the cold touch of her metal is real. This is real. It's strange. It's a little softer than you would think, almost like skin or flesh, I suppose. There's a little bit of give to it. And I can feel just the slightest hum, just the tiniest of vibrations coming from underneath the surface. Not a heartbeat, not the rise and fall of breathing, but not something entirely dissimilar from those things either. Something altogether completely different, but in some way comfortingly familiar. Rub, 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 rub.
I...
Rub, 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 rub.
Be careful, I don't want you to cut your hand.
Rub, 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 rub.
Lucy? Why are you playing with my abs?
Ah, sorry.
It is fine,
When I look up to her, she's turned a little red. I take a few steps back, bowing my head in apology, and to hide my own reddened face. Well, this explains a lot. So when I saw O3's body torn apart...
She had been disassembled for maintenance. You caught me in the middle of it.
How did I not put it together? That seems so obvious now that I think about it, but...
I think we have all been wondering that.
Wait, so what did you mean about this secret being dangerous to your lives? Is it that serious? What would happen if other people found out?
I do not know. I know very little about our origins. I do not even know the name of our creator. All I can tell you is that this research, the experiments that lead to our birth, was top secret, and probably worth a lot of money. Great lengths have been taken to keep our existence a secret from the government, corporations, and the rest of humanity. For what purpose we were developed in secret, I do not fully know. The feeling that I need to keep our existence a secret is something I was programmed with. But it is not a particularly difficult conclusion to arrive at anyway.
Right, I get it. I think. So when you say that O3 is sick...
It is somewhat accurate in a sense. As I said, the four of us are experiments. We are not finished models. In Unit 03's case...
She hesitates again, turning away from me.
As I said, there is a very serious reason why I cannot tell her the specifics of her condition. I do not think I can tell you, if you cannot promise me to keep it a secret as well. I am sorry.
Here we are again with the secrets. I'm tired of secrets. I'm tired of lying and keeping things from each other, especially when they're this important. But when I look into O1's expression right now, I see pain. It's a difficult secret to keep, isn't it?
That is right. I see your point. It would be irresponsible of me to burden you with.
No, that's not what I mean. You put a lot of trust in me just now, so I'm going to trust you too, okay?
Huh?
I'm gonna trust that you're right, that there's a good reason to not tell her. Or else you wouldn't be shouldering this burden by yourself. So I promise I won't say a word. Let me help you. Let me share this burden with you.
Lucy, the details are a bit technical.
That's okay, just give me the basics. I'll do my best to understand.
All right. Unit 03 was built somewhat differently from the rest of us. After getting decent results from Unit 01 and 02, the decision was made to push Unit 03's limits even further. The goal was to test the limits of our simulated emotions, as channeled through our de facto hearts, by creating one without regard for its chaos ceiling. In that sense, they certainly succeeded. However, they did not account for, or perhaps simply did not care to address, the burden that it would place on her body. They could not yet create a machine powerful enough to handle her heart. The way her emotions spiraled out of control over time until eventually overheating her body. When we all awoke from our sleep a few months ago, it was obvious we had all been reset. And so she was back to zero, so to speak.
So that's why she was talking about being born a couple months ago.
Right. Of course, it is not quite that simple. That reset turned back the clock on her accumulated stresses, emotions, and memories, essentially wiping the slate clean. But over time, since waking up, and especially since you have entered the picture, she has been given more freedom, and all of those feelings have been piling up. And her overheating problem has gotten worse and worse.
You mean I...
Please do not blame yourself, Lucy. This was going to happen one way or another. I was trying to slow the rate at which the problem escalated, but there is no getting past the reality that it was inevitable.
Hence all the restrictions and telling her she couldn't return to various places.
Every time she returned and I would perform my scans, it would reveal that the problem had gotten significantly worse. It compounds exponentially. The more memories and associated feelings intermingle with each other, the more extreme the computing load it places on her. And the faster it drains her battery as well. Coupled with the fact that her battery does not hold a charge particularly well on its own, and takes an unreasonably long time to bring her to 100%.
That's insane. I had no idea it was directly tied to her emotions. If I knew, I wouldn't have...
Again, Lucy, you cannot blame yourself. You had no idea.
Yeah, but wait, if she really did run away, doesn't that mean...
She is in immense danger. I imagine her emotions are spiraling out of control at this point. No matter how she is feeling, if it is intense enough, it could. In the worst case, her body could combust.
That's... Even if she was happy, you mean she would...
It makes no difference, whether angry, joyful, or despairing.
That's too cruel.
And it is all my fault. It is proven beyond my capabilities to find a solution.
What do you mean?
I alone have been tasked with protecting the well-being of my 3 fellow units. To do this, I have had to prioritize the needs of their bodies first and foremost. Unit 03 was created to feel things strongly. It is only natural that my strictness would hurt her, and it is only natural that hurt would become a vicious cycle. When she finds something that makes her happy, I must take it away, which leads to anger, which leads to a stronger pursuit of that which makes her happy. So I must stop her again, and she becomes angrier, and so she tries harder, and I must stop her, and she gets angrier. Her anger must have built up quite a lot by now. I don't know what I could have possibly done, and yet it is all my fault. Even O2 has gotten involved. O4 is still safe, but for how long? If I cannot protect these two, then how can I protect them?
This is too much. She's been dealing with this pain all along. And poor O3, she has no idea. She couldn't. How would anyone feel if they were told their emotions might have the power to kill them if they felt too strongly? That would break me. We're gonna find her, okay? We can figure out the rest of this later, but we need to find her first.
Right. You are right, but we still do not have any new leads.
We'll keep thinking. Maybe Killy has found something, or...
Right. We can ask people from the neighborhood as well. It is possible somebody has seen her or even O2 around.
That's true. We can see who's around. I know at least one guy who takes a lot of walks around here, so maybe he...
Oh, Lucy's about to put a piece together, huh? Lucy.
Wait, hold on. I dig into my pocket and pull out from my wallet yet again.
Yep. What is that?
It's a business card, apparently. The logo here, do you recognize it?
VT Industries. Yes, That is...
It's on those scattered papers downstairs. And I just remembered something else. A little while ago, I showed this card to 02. So if she's missing and those papers were looked through...
Do you think that she...
I don't know. I know that 03 is our main concern right now, but if this is at all connected to 02's disappearance, then maybe...
It is as good a place as any to start.
Okay, then let's go. We should pick up Killy on the way, too.
Why?
I don't know. I just get a bad feeling about all this. It might be good to have another person nearby. And besides that, Killy's worried about 03 too. They'd want to help. If you really can't trust them, then at least trust me, okay?
All right, fine. But we have to be quick. Let us get going.
Wait, one more thing. Your boobs are...
Lucy, there is no time for...
No. I mean, you might want to put a shirt on.
Oh. Was she just ready to be like, Lucy, there's no time to marvel at how great my boobs are. I know that. Don't you think I know that already? I never asked for this chest. And we'll have to see what's up with 03.
Next time?
Next time.
I see.
That's right. I didn't even let the text finish loading in.
It's a mystery what's going to happen.
Oh, I'm loving this so far. Oh, see you all soon, everyone. Bye.
Peace.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.